Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision. Hi, everybody. It's Sunny and Char, and I'm excited because we have a great show today, but it's Mercury Retrograde. And I don't know if you know what Mercury Retrograde is, but Mercury is the planet that rules communication. So anything with delays or misunderstandings or people forgetting things, it's normal. So when something happens, and I'm not an astrologer and I don't claim to be, but I know about this. And when something happens during Mercury retrograde that's a delay or a problem or doesn't seem to work out, I don't take it personally. I go, oh, it's Mercury retrograde. So it kind of helps put some reason to what's happening in the world. Now, so today I'm going to be reading for Glynis, who happens to be late. And so my producer, Elisa, is here, and I adore Elisa. She's the reason that this whole show has been doing so well or helping us. And I'm going to read for her, and I know a couple things about her, but I've never read for her. So I think it's really exciting that I'm going to be able to read for her today. But before I read for you, Elisa, I just want to talk about all the people who have passed away in this last week. I mean, there's Celine Dion's husband. There's David Bowie. There's what was the actor's name, John? Oh, the English actor who was on Harry Potter, and right. And someone else just recently passed away. And it's almost like I think there are times in life where God says, okay, we've got an opening for a bunch of people, so this is where you're all going to come in now. It's like when there's a tsunami or something. I don't know. I just feel like because people are greeted in heaven, and when we get there, we want to make sure we're with our loved ones. So I do feel that that's planned a lot of the time. So anyway, I'm going to start reading for Elisa, and then Glynis will join us as soon as she gets. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
I'm so excited to do this, but we can do this off camera as well.
Here, Sonny,
okay,
go see
come
Mommy.
in. Yeah,
because he's gonna lick me to death.
He's Sonny, say hi, everybody. Say hi. Okay, Mommy's got makeup on. Okay, so just you know how I do this, so don't blurt out names and be open about everybody living and deceased. And if two people share the same name or initial, could you please let me know? I'm getting an S or a C person. Do you have somebody deceased that's an S or an ES?
Yes.
Esther?
Yes.
I'm hearing Esther. Who is this?
That was my great-grandmother who I was named for.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, she's here. And I feel like she's been with you. She's been with you throughout your life in different ways. And I feel like I feel like you're having a new beginning now. Mm-hmm. Even though logically I know some things about, at least I'm not, but I really feel some really great positive new beginnings. And I also feel that you're going to have different suitors, like romantic suitors, and I know it's the last thing you want.
Bottom of the list.
I know it's the last thing you want, but I feel like you feel like you have more self-love now, and you feel beautiful, mm-hmm. and it's radiating out of you. It's really it's so lovely. Did you have a car issue? Did you have an issue with your car? Is it making a noise?
I have a car issue.
I feel like you can't just let it go. Are you delaying the fixing of it?
Well, it's the tire pressure light keeps coming on, and it's something that's happened periodically. And they keep telling me it's nothing to be concerned with. But then I never know, because I can't.
would just keep an eye on this.
Okay.
I know. I get it. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting this. Now, do you have a deceased M or an A person?
M, yeah.
Is that M a male or a female? Is it
Oh,
spelled?
yeah, there is a male.
Is there a male M with an R in it or an L in his name? Or M-A?
M-A.
Like Max?
Mac.
Mac. Who is that?
Oh, Mac. Mac was my grandmother's brother on my dad's side.
Did you have anyone that worked with food or worked around food?
I think on my dad's side, there was some part of the family that
I
did.
feel like there are people here that worked with food or meat or
They might have had a deli or something.
a deli. Yeah, that would make sense. And also Louie or Lily or L. Do you know that person? L? Libby? And R, and there's also an R, like a Ruth, a Rose,
There's a Rose, definitely.
who is this?
My great aunt. Mm-hmm. She was a tough cookie, but very loving.
Are you having a guest? Is someone coming to visit you?
This weekend?
No? Like, are you making a plan with a friend, somebody to stay over at your house?
I literally just offered that to someone like today. Said if you
Did you-
need a place to stay.
They should pay you rent, though.
Oh, you mean like on an
Is there
ongoing
somebody who
basis?
wants? Is there someone who wants to live with you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, I see somebody coming to visit you. If I might be mixing it up.
Okay.
But you said you offered someone today to come stay with
Like
you.
a place to stay overnight if they need it.
Okay, that I feel like they will probably take you up on that. But I also am feeling there's going to be.
A border?
I don't know if it's a border or money coming to you or something to do with the house.
Well, I had a very interesting conversation with our landlord, he's a friend.
Uh-huh.
And when he heard what was going on in my life, he basically said, we want to do whatever we can to make sure you can stay.
Then would they cut it down?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what it is, because I saw money coming to you about your house. I didn't know this.
Interesting.
This is all really interesting to me. Is there a J or a female? No, male J. Is it J-O or Jack or Jacob? I don't know.
There's a J-O.
John, Joseph? I don't know.
Joseph.
Who is this?
He was married to my Aunt Eva,
Oh.
I believe.
I have a weird question. Is there somebody who had, you don't have anybody's false teeth, do you? Or
That they gave me?
no, I don't know. Who?
I mean,
is
most
there
of my
a
older
funny-
Jewish relatives had false teeth.
But is there a funny story about false teeth at a funeral or false teeth?
I vaguely remember, I think I was really young and somebody, I don't know if it was a funeral or a mitzvah or something, but I think I was freaked out by finding someone's teeth in a glass.
Okay, that's it. Because whoever somebody's telling the story about false teeth, and was there a party or a wedding or something where somebody got sick and they had to call the ambulance?
Recently? Or
No, in the past. Like someone got sick at a party. Your dad's deceased, right?
Yeah, he is.
Was there any kind of issue where your dad was sick or couldn't make it to something?
To like a family wedding or something?
Or your something?
Oh
Or,
no, he walked me down the aisle and cried all day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Not that I'm aware of. But I had, my dad's side of the family, there were a lot, I had 4 or
No,
5.
I'm saying there's somebody, maybe you're going to remember this, or it'll come to you, or you can ask your mom. but somebody couldn't make it either to a wedding or got sick at the wedding or bar mitzvah or something. Somebody got sick, and whoever that person is around here right now. And is there a C? Is there a Charles or a...
I think on my mom's side.
That might have to do
Oh, yes, I know who it is.
with... Is that a female or male C?
It's a male.
Is it CH?
Yeah.
Is it Chuck or Charles?
Charles.
Who is this?
I think it was my grandmother's brother.
Who worked with material or clothing?
My mom was a seamstress when I was younger.
Your mom was a seamstress. Okay. But your mom is living.
Oh, but all of my Jewish aunts were in the garment.
They were in the
industry.
garment industry. Were they in New York?
Yep,
I think there's a bunch of people here.
no doubt.
But I feel like they're dowdy.
Yeah, that's them.
And I feel like
That's the aunts.
they I don't know if they had fat legs or fat ankles
They were soft dick ladies.
and those ugly black shoes
Yep,
and nylons.
yep.
Like not but like they knew how to do the technical stuff with it, but they didn't dress. They didn't know they didn't work at their dress.
One of them did. One of them was very stylish.
Okay, but this one I'm seeing isn't, and I'm also seeing. Is there a horse?
Not that we owned.
No one did. Someone ride a horse?
I rode, my mom rode.
You guys rode horses.
Yeah, when we lived in England.
You lived in England?
I did,
No kidding.
for 5 years.
So that's a really special time.
Yeah.
Did you like writing? Obviously, you wrote English
Yes,
in England.
yes.
Did you ride through the poppy fields?
No, but the stable that I went to, there's something called Poppy Day. in
Poppy Day.
England.
I'm seeing
It's
poppy.
like their
poppy
Veterans
fields.
Day, and
What
we would
is
all
that?
wear poppies. You wear poppies in remembrance of veterans who
I
died.
am seeing that. When is that?
It's November, I think.
Why is that coming to me? That's so crazy. Why? And I'm also. Why am I seeing Beast, like Beauty and the Beast? You never worked on that, or your dad did? Or
it was the first contemporary Disney animated feature that my ex and I went to together, and we loved, and we always talked about wanting to watch it with our child when we had one.
Did you?
We did.
Oh wow! I'm literally seeing the Beast. Obviously.
And Tony actually took Emily to see the Broadway play.
Wow. Okay, but obviously you're the beauty and no,
God,
but
I hope so.
I don't know where I'm not sure what I'm getting with what they're showing me with this. But you have a dog deceased, right?
I do.
I feel like there's a dog here.
I do.
Is there a bee or
Yep.
with a dog?
Yep.
Like bear or bee? It's a bee. It's a name with a
Yep.
B. With an S in it or an R? I don't know.
An R.
BR?
Yep.
Brownie, Brick? I don't know. BR something.
Yep.
Brandy, I don't know the name, but it's BR something. Bro, I don't know. BR something. That dog is here.
Yay.
Yeah. I feel like,
I miss him so much.
oh, sorry, Sonny. I feel like the floodgates are opening I feel like you fought a bunch of demons and you're going to, not that there won't be frustrating times. Astrologically, there's going to, not that I'm an astrologer, but I know some things. I listen to people who know what they're talking about. And this is still an uphill climb for all of us, 2016. There's still an uphill climb for all of us. But, but I see you coming through it really nicely.
I like that.
Yeah. I feel like, have you ever written a book? Or have you wanted to write a
I
book?
started writing a book about probably 20 years ago.
Where is it?
Where is it? It's shoved in my garage somewhere. On a computer, I probably can't even boot up anymore.
Do you ever write like screenplays or
Yes.
write?
Yes.
You do write screenplays.
I do.
I feel like something's going to happen with a screenplay. Are you in the midst of this? Do I know about this?
You don't know about this. I'm not in the midst of it. It's so funny though. Literally in the last 24 hours, I had an idea to turn. I had a treatment for a script. I didn't write the script itself, but just yesterday I was thinking that it would actually make a good stage play, and I was trying to figure out how I could translate it.
I feel like you should do this. But I also feel like you need to switch it up a little. Does someone else own the rights to it?
It's an original story of mine.
That you wrote? I feel like you need to change it up a little bit, but I feel like there's potential with this whole thing. Are you going to New York this summer or England?
Well, I'm trying to get to England. Emily's definitely going.
You need to go.
I need to revisit my old home, I know.
You need to go to England. I have a feeling you're going to.
Okay.
And I feel like you can make it work and you can figure it out.
I would love to.
So I feel like it's, I feel like you need to help make it happen. Like, just be optimistic, positive, and just make it happen. And Emily's going? Emily's her daughter.
Yes.
Emily's going for school?
Her best friend is studying at the Royal Ballet School in London, and he's performing at the Royal Albert Hall.
Wow.
Oh, no, the Royal Opera House.
You're going.
I want to.
You're going.
My dream.
You're supposed to go.
I know. I want to go so
You are
badly.
so supposed to go, and I really feel like you can figure this out if you find all the best deals and stuff.
Yeah.
You can figure this out. I guess part of it would be work.
Yes.
Your work.
Yeah. It'd be hard to
We'll
juggle.
give you time off at CharVision.
Char?
Really, I mean, you're gonna go. I feel it, and I feel it's safe.
Good.
Although I also feel like between now and summer, there's always going to be like frustrating things that happen in our world with terrorist attacks and crazies out there but we can't stop living. But as long as we listen to our intuition, we can stay out of harm's way. And I feel like it's a safe trip for you. I feel like it's a good safe trip for you, and that you need to pursue this.
Okay.
Are you getting Emily a car?
No, we actually talked about it and decided it was cheaper and safer for her just to Uber wherever she wants to go.
Well, that's okay. But you were thinking of it.
At one point.
Okay. Well, then maybe she'll use your car?
The plan was for her to use my car and I would get another one.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know when that's going to happen.
That's okay. Are you also taking a last minute trip somewhere, or you don't know about it yet?
I don't know about it yet.
Would you at another business work thing go on a last minute?
Probably not for the
Not
main
for that?
thing that I'm working on.
I don't know. I'm seeing you taking a trip somewhere. Like, maybe it's just for fun.
Okay.
Maybe it's just for fun. Like, I see. Can you guys hear in the background the sirens?
Yes.
It's so Mercury Retrograde.
Yes. And I think our guest is finally
Is
here.
our guest here?
I think our guest
okay.
is here.
Well, let's get her in
And the
then.
pinch hitter. Thank you, Char.
Yeah. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you.
Of course.
I love you,
I
sweetie.
love you too.
Thank you.
All right, I got to go produce.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to go to commercial?
Oh, if you like what you've seen on CharVision, then go to char.net and book a personal reading with me, or join a group reading, or join one of my workshops where I teach you to be psychic and intuitive. Hey everybody, you probably think I only do individual readings, but sometimes I get a message for everybody, and I wrote a poem that was channeled through me, and I'd like to read it to you. It's called Until We Meet Again by Char Margolis, a message from heaven. My work is done, it's time to leave. Know that I am also missing you as you grieve. I completed my karma on the earth, and now it is time for my rebirth. I'm flying with eagles and dancing on stars. Please know that I haven't gone far. The love we have will carry us through until the day I am again with you. What an amazing journey this passing over can be. I am in good company. I know you hurt, but please trust me. Our journey together is for eternity. So until the day our souls reunite, stay peaceful and well, and use your spirit sight. I will bring you signs from up above, a butterfly, a bird, my sign of love. Don't worry about me. I'm in good hands. Stay strong, stay positive, and continue to pray. When it is your natural day to graduate from the earth, look for me in the bright white light. We have completed our purpose, and all will be right. This is handmade. It's signed by me. It's an affordable gift for any occasion. Just go to char.net and click on store. Thank you.
And even if you don't.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited. Well, because Mercury Retrograde caused my dear friend, Glynis Mccants, to be late. But thank God she's here. And you got to know Glynis. If you don't know her, she is she's synonymous with the word numerology. You think numerology, you think Glynis. There's nobody in the world that is as good that I've ever met as good as Glynis. And she's intuitive, and she has books that are translated into 15 languages. And oh, get this, she successfully picked her husband through numerology.
I did.
You did.
Oh, madly in love. 13 years now.
13. Wow. She's been on every show. I've been honored to be on different shows together we've been
Yes.
on, but she's been on everything. And you know what she did? She predicted on The View in 2008 that Barack Obama and Joe Biden would win the election. It's amazing. And you know what? I don't know if I wouldn't even. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything because I have so many questions to ask you. But can we talk a little bit about the election later, or do you
Yes.
not want,
Oh, no,
or
I
do
have
you not
so much.
want to?
Oh, honey,
You do?
politics is my
Okay.
passion, too.
Okay,
I have plenty
okay,
to
good,
say.
because I would never.
No, but
never ever. I know what it's like to be put on the spot.
No
would never
worries.
do
No, it's
that.
easy for me. And what you don't know is I do a political show as well. Like
Oh,
I'm
you do?
often a guest, coast to coast radio at
Okay,
night.
that's huge.
Yeah, so I do cover all that. But
Okay.
this is a hugely upside down thing. Now, I have a question because I've watched your show. Where am I looking? Just at you?
Oh,
Am I here?
you can look there
If I
when you
look
want
there,
to
is
talk
that
to
the
the
humans
people.
of- hello, kids at the tuning in.
Everybody's waving back
yes,
to
and
Glynis.
I'll play with the dew a little bit because I'm a Leo. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're
Even though
both
it is number-
Leos.
Not only let's talk about
Let's
us.
talk us a little
All right.
bit.
In numerology, there are numbers.
Being Leos, we're going to talk about us.
Yes. In numerology, there's a thing called natural match, and that's what you hope for when you meet somebody. So blessed with you, Char.
Really?
Yes, here's
Thank
why.
you.
You're born the 21st. 2 + 1
Right.
is 3. I am born the 12th. 1 + 2 is 3.
It's so
Your
true.
attitude number, which comes from your month and day, you were born August 21st.
Right.
When you break that down, let's do it. 8 + 1 + 2 is 11.
Right.
I'm August 12th. 8 + 1 + 2 is 11. So we have the
My
same attitude.
goodness.
Your life path number, when you take your full date of birth to one digit, is a 9.
Right.
I'm a 3. It's a natural match. So you and I are natural match, natural match,
Oh, I
natural
got
match.
goosebumps.
Well, that's why whenever I see you, I sit there grinning the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's like that. Well,
I do. And
it's-
that's the why of
That's
it.
amazing. I mean, numerology is
Yeah.
this whole world that everybody and all my dear people who watch me here, thank you so much for watching CharVision. I want you to learn about this
Oh, yeah.
because and there's no better teacher than Glynis. But okay, so we'll talk about, we're so both ADD. Do we talk about the
I'll
elections
tell you about the
later?
election. Here's the deal.
Okay.
No, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, let's do it. And then we'll learn about numerology, and we're going to talk about you guys and your
That's
numerology.
right. That's right. This is what you need to know. There's a thing called world number, which, by the way, this is a big year for you, my friend.
For me?
Oh, yeah. Here's why. 2016, break it down to one digit. 2 + 1 + 6 is 9, and you're a 9 life path. It's your year. And
Really?
yes, and we'll talk
Oh,
about personal year cycles for everyone watching so that they
Okay.
feel they can be a part of it.
Yeah.
But in your case, it means your psychic gift is stronger than ever this year. Aren't you feeling it?
I do feel it, and I'm so grateful for it.
But it's really strong.
It's
Like
really,
not-
it's really pretty strong, really strong. And
Yeah.
I'm having like these vivid dreams that
Yes.
are guiding me, and
Yes.
I'm ending up places like I'll say I need to find somebody, and I'll end up in a parking lot, and there they'll be. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, this is the beauty of personal year cycles is that what it does for us this year is it's shining a light on you. If we all have a numerology blueprint, your name has 3 numbers, your birthday has 3 numbers. Those 6 numbers tell us who you are. Like when you were born, you came through with a certain sound.
Right.
When someone's compatible, they get you. Like you don't even have to try. Like
Right.
Maguru,
Right. I am the Maguru.
Mr. Magoo.
I do. I get lost in my own hometown driving. I do.
But that's who you are.
I am.
And yet I adore that.
Thank
Somebody
you.
else who could be a challenge to your energy might not even understand that. And you'd be
Right.
like, wow, I don't want to explain myself to you.
Right.
When you're naturally matched, you don't have to. Now, I want to tell you the difference in energy of the world. 2015 that we just went through was very difficult. And
Very.
because you're psychic, you already know that. But those listening and those who felt it was such a bad year and they were in a lot of pain, that's over, folks. It's over, I promise. 2015, break it down. 2 + 1 + 5, you've got the 8. 8 means hard lessons. It means in your face. People were so mean. Like, look, we have a problem with
People
a mean
were so
spirit.
mean.
They are. And
Why?
Because 8 doesn't edit itself. Now, mind you, I'm talking about the negative side.
Right.
Because if someone's out there and you're an 8 and you're nice, I believe you. But the energy itself, it's Donald Trump is a great representation of it.
He's a bully.
Yeah, but he's celebrated because it was in your face and I'm tough and I'm this. But this year, people are going to burn out on that. That element's
Really?
like, dude, you better regroup. If you really think you want to be commander-in-chief, you better back it up and choose your words carefully. Stop being so thin-skinned
Right.
and defensive because attacking a
very
woman,
defensive.
oh, he's a mess. Now, do you want to know where that comes from? He actually has that too in there also, which can be oversensitive. He's born on a 5-day, which promotes drama, and then he's really a 4, which wants security, and he's clearly had success.
Yeah.
But that 5 thrives on drama. So what you see is not what you get. Like Donald Trump, it's like, oh, not again. Are you really going to pick on someone
You know what?
again?
I don't think he really wants to be president.
A lot of people don't think that, and people who know him say that. They're like,
I don't
no,
even know him, but
well,
I
it's reality program for
yeah.
him.
I feel like he just wants to win.
He
He's
likes
a
to
win-
win in life.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something. This is what's shifted for him. Last year, he was in a cycle of 1, which was about winning. When you're in a cycle of 1, it means I'm going to be number 1. I'm going to win.
Right.
He's not in that cycle now. He's
Oh.
in a cycle of 2 for him, which means he could be oversensitive. And that means he could say something too far. So when people say, well, what could defeat him? The answer, Donald Trump. His own mouth could be his undoing
Wow.
this year. Yes. So just keep an eye, an ear on what he says.
What about Hillary?
Well, I'm keeping in mind we're on air right now. Huge support I was back in 2008. I was because I thought she was ready. She was on task and focused. Now she has some scars. There's some battle scars here. No matter what, Benghazi happened. It did, and that
happened.
movie's coming out,
Yeah.
and we're going to see it. But Ramona, I told you I do politics, which is surprising, right? They're used to woo-woo.
Right,
Not me.
right.
You know me. I'm not. I've never been
No.
woo-woo.
No, you're just.
I'm intense. I study it all.
Yeah, you really are a student of life.
I am, and I constantly research. So, looking at what happened with Hillary, I actually cried for her in 2008 because she really, you couldn't stop the momentum of Obama, but she had a lot to offer too. Then she became Secretary of State, and that's a tough position to be in.
Really?
Because when things go wrong in the world, it's your fault. and
Always
that's,
your fault.
And that's not fair, because if you really think about it, you're serving at the pleasure of the president. So
Right.
technically, they should look at him, but they would rather look at her.
Right.
Now, why? Do you want to know the why
Why?
this happens to her? She's born on an 8-day, which means, remember I said they seem blunt and in your face?
Right.
So she's often steps on her words. She gets in trouble sometimes with what she says,
Mm-hmm.
but she's really a 3, which is lovely because that means she's here to motivate and uplift the rest of us. She really does want to make a difference. And when she worked in the Senate, Republicans said she was the one who could cross that aisle.
Right.
And wouldn't that be refreshing?
Yeah.
I'm welcoming anybody who says I'll work with both.
Right.
Because when you're the president, you're not just the president of your party, you're the president of all of us. And we're complicated. This is a complicated United States of America.
It's
but
a complicated world.
yeah, but for us, like
For
we have
us.
to live this now. And
Yeah,
isn't
we
it
do.
symbolic that it's called us and we're talking about us?
Okay,
The
that's
US?
really freaky that you're saying us.
Yes.
But do you know why?
No.
That is so weird. I guess I'll just spill the beans.
Okay, can I just say to your audience, I'm not getting over her hair. I am looking at it.
Thank
It
you.
is so pretty. It's
Thank
almost,
you.
you know.
His name is Tim, and he's really good. He's at Lacora. I had I was given information about 2 years ago that I had a new set of guides called the Us.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
And it was like, because I was going to a new level.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing all these things that have to do with us.
Now, is it-
That's
and is it-
really weird that you're saying us and us
It's
and us.
about us and U.S.
Are they
and
in your
then
mouth?
us. Well, it's powerful because going back to her communication, this year happened to line up for her nicely.
Right.
It does. Like, here's what's powerful. 3, 6, 9 are naturally matched. Her life path number, which, by the way, comes from your full date of birth reduced to 1 digit, and they can go to numbercity.com and look it up. It's all there, is a 3. Her destiny, which means destined to be something, is 6. And her personal year this year is 9. Well, 3.
Oh.
So it's all lined up. But it's still, guess what? Like Trumpy, even though Trump
Right.
does it, I call Trump, he's not Republican, please. He's a Trumpian. It's a whole different party. He's just a Trumpian.
You're so funny.
And that's fine. He's just doing the trumpet because the truth is he's always looked at both, right? He's given
Right.
lots of money to Democrats, lots to
Right.
Republican. And if it was just a reality show, I'd
Right.
love him right now. But this is the president of the
Yeah.
United States, and this ain't funny. This isn't funny for us.
No, it's and we have so many lunatics out there who are joining ISIS or who
Yes.
want an excuse just to kill somebody,
Yes.
so they'll
Yes.
use it as an excuse.
That's right.
It's like I feel like people who are low level energy are looking for excuses just to go rob houses. And well, ISIS can do it, so I'm going to kill somebody.
That's right. No, and
I
it is
think it
looking
has
for a
nothing
way.
to do with Allah or any of the stuff that they're associated with.
Now, let me tell you about ISIS, though, because I have lots to tell you on that as well.
What?
It's really fascinating. When you break down ISIS, it's 9191. When you add that up, it's a 2, which means oversensitive again. We're talking about the dark side of 2 means the terrible 2, stomping your feet, cutting off heads.
Wow.
I'm going to burn your life. You've got to be kidding me. And this is in our day and age. And the heartbreak is we might be where we live.
Right.
But like you said, we're in the world. And psychically, when someone dies over there, they may as well have died over here. We've got to stop it. So these guys are brats. We're talking about temper tantrum.
Right.
And I believe, and that's why I'm excited about this year, I
Tell
do
me.
believe our world leaders are coming together. They don't have a choice. They will fight it together
That gives me goosebumps.
this year. Because,
Wow.
you know why?
What a positive thing, and we need this. We
We'll
need
have
this
it, but it's
positive
going to take
energy.
time. You guys going to watch a lot of
Right.
residue for a while, but I'm talking by year's end, they go, oh no, this isn't funny. Because they're after all of us. They've declared war on the world. If you don't
Right.
have my faith, you need to go.
Right.
No, sorry, it's the other way around. If you can't play well with others,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be put away or you're not going to live because you're not going to kill all of us because we don't believe what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I have clients who are Muslim.
Yes, and they're good.
I love them.
But we're talking radical.
And,
There's
yeah,
a very
they're
big
not
difference.
radical,
No.
but they're going to be deported because
Well, but see,
That
that's
better
why,
not
no, this
happen.
is where we're back to Donald Trump's reality
yeah,
program.
that's not going to happen.
No, and he knows
it's like
it.
the
But
Jews and
no, but what he's doing, sweetie, he wants to get the conversation going. He's really good at saying, oh, they're not paying attention to me. Well, then let me say this.
let me scare you.
Yeah, I'm going to get 11 million.
That's what
you know,
terrorists do. They scare you.
Immigration, right? We're going to
Right.
get rid of everyone. But we'll let the nice ones come back. It's ludicrous what flies out of his mouth. But I'm going to give him something. If he could pay attention to what's around him, I think this is really hard for him. I don't think he's ever known how to work with others in his whole life.
Probably
He's been blessed. And you know, when he talks about his dad, well, he got millions of bucks to get started.
Right.
And then when he says, look, those bankruptcies, they weren't good people. I'm going to tell you, they ain't good people. I'm like, yeah, wait, excuse me, you went bankrupt and manipulated money, but sir, that's not good news. So please stop making it, don't put a bow on it just because it's your story.
You know, I have this feeling that that someone's going to try to go after him or hurt him.
Oh no, he'd end up hurt if he really was
But
president.
I feel like he's got to watch his back. I still feel
You're,
this.
no, you're exactly right. But again, let's go back to all the candidates because we have a lot of them. There's a lot of good there. You know, Ben Carson, I have to tell you, he kind of wrecks me because he's so spiritual. And he said that, he's first of all, he's a 7 life path, which is God's energy. He is about prayer, and he gets mocked for that, you know, having faith, because some people have issues with any faith. But you know what he said last night in the debate that I adored? He goes, you know, people are mean. He goes, this anger's got to stop. It doesn't serve us. He goes, when you go online and you read an article and then you go to the blog and read what people say within 5 comments, they're beating each other up. That has got to stop. And I thought, that's all we're looking for. Just be profound. It's not about who wins. Can we just have a lot of people we could actually be excited to
Right.
win? We don't want to live in fear of who wins.
Right. Okay. So, I want to skip some of the questions I have for you,
Yes,
but will
yes.
you please come back another time? And we're
Of
not done
course.
yet,
Oh,
but
no.
there's so much I want to ask you. But
Yeah.
I want to help CharVision viewers, like
Yes.
the
I can
numbers.
teach them. I'm going to teach them right now.
Teach
now
us.
I'm putting on my teacher hat.
Yay! Okay.
I didn't leave it on the freeway,
Okay.
which, by the way, took an hour and 20 minutes to get here.
Oh,
Oh, it was-
Mercury Retrograde.
Yeah, and not only that, but even in numerology, today has 6-7 energy, and that promotes confusion.
Really?
And people on that freeway, no one knew how to drive anymore. I mean, I was in shock going, is this really
But
happening?
I'm just so happy you're here.
Well,
I'm
next
safe.
time, I'll get a hotel next to Char's place.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll say, oh, Char's time,
Yeah.
that's good. Do your show. All right,
darling.
let me teach. Here I go.
Okay.
Personal year cycles, which are sacred. This one. Personal year cycle, which is sacred. You take your month and day. This is the beautifulness about this year. It's unusual. Normally, you take your month and day and reduce it to 1 digit, and you add it to the world number. This is the first time, and it won't happen for another 9 years, that your month and day is your personal year cycle.
That's why you said 9 for me.
That's why 9's so special.
Wow.
Well, but I said you're in a personal year of 2. So
Right.
how do you do it? Let's just
How do
do
you
an
do
example.
that?
Let's say someone's born May 5th. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. They add it to the 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. Now, why is that? Do you know that 9 is a magical number? Are you
Right.
familiar? The reason is it disappears. So if I say 29, 2 plus 9 is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. 39, 3 plus 9 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. 49, 4 plus 9 is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. The 9 goes away. What stays is a pure number. So this year, everyone's in their pure number. So can we do hers?
Yes.
What's your birthday?
9/17.
9/17. Okay, so quickly remove her 9. There's 1 plus 7 is 8. Money. Money.
See, I told you were going to England.
Yeah, seriously, this is a year about financial security. It's a year about looking at that financial side of your life. What can you do to improve that? But it's also physical health. Pay attention to anything. If the lower back hurts, get it checked before it goes out. You know, it's about what can I do to, feel better. Nutrition, all about nutrition, all about homeopathic remedy. Nothing normal. You don't go to the doctors and think they're going to fix it. They're not going to, not for you. It's got to be real stuff. Like when you eat a real piece of fruit instead of GMO fruit,
Right.
you know the difference. And you'll feel better. But the other thing is, know this about you, you will feel more blunt. You will feel more like you just want to say what you feel.
Oh,
Already
no.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yes, but that can get you in trouble. So
my
what
son.
you need to do is just breathe and stop and go, you know what? I'm just going to choose my words carefully. I know I could speak right now, but I'm going to pause. And if it's something that really matters, write a note. Just say, hey, listen, I was thinking blah, 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 blah. Could you please go through that and then we'll talk about it later? That's going to save you this year. Because what goes wrong is when you're blunt and someone takes it wrong, you get hurt. You're like, wow.
You can't see Elisa, but she's going like,
She's
she's,
coming that chair.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
but it's
definitely
seriously,
is.
it's like, it really hurts your feelings. It's like, wow, that's not what I meant at all. I was just being honest. You're about honesty, by the way. Yeah, honesty.
She is pure
If,
and honest
if
as
someone's
they come.
dishonest with you, it's a deal breaker. You're like, I don't need this. Life's too short. So good year. But see, going back to highlight about who you are. Notice how you recognize that? Well, now there's a light on it this year.
Okay, so what?
So let's continue for
so-
everybody.
Okay, yeah, can we?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
real
go.
fast. I'm gonna fast food it. I'm keeping
Yeah,
track.
whatever. I'm thrilled. I love this stuff.
Okay, so the basic numbers in personal year cycles are 1 through 9. So if you're in a cycle of 1, getting into the driver's seat is about winning. Now I have to say, last year Donald Trump, no matter what, all eyes were on him. That part's true. But want to know what I noticed shifted already? Last year, when he was talking the way he did, people thought it was amusing. Like, yeah, too bad, we need this. What he tapped into, and I happen to agree with this, we can't all be politically correct. It's not possible. That's not what makes us America. We will have to agree to disagree. Sometimes you're in a bad mood. You'll say something off the top of your head. You don't even mean it. We can't be scared to speak. He pulled that
Right.
You know, he tore it up.
Right.
If it was, I also want to say, if you had rose-colored glasses, they were torn off your face too.
It's true.
It's like, deal with the truth, people.
The rose-colored glasses is a
Torn
big deal.
off your face. Get
Yeah.
it off of me. So,
Big deal.
but now that he's entered the cycle of 2, I noticed he went after Megyn Kelly. Did you hear this?
No.
Okay, Megyn Kelly is a gal who's on Fox News.
Oh, yes.
Right,
But
and
tell
she's
us.
beautiful,
Tell us.
but she was very direct. She just simply said, you know, you've been kind of brutal to women. You know, you've put them down, and she named some things he said. And of course he was in shock at the time, but the truth is he did say those things. Now, I thought in the moment he handled it well. He said, look, I was kidding. You know, sometimes people are, and I agree with that, but then he went after her, and he wouldn't leave her alone. He became a
Yeah.
bully.
Yeah.
And he was brutal, like, get rid of her. And then when she took a break, he's like, oh, she's back. The show was better without. I'm like, what are you doing? She's just
She's
a
a bully.
woman, honey.
Yeah, and
Move
she's
it
a
along.
journalist.
And talented. She's a
Yeah.
lawyer. She's done a lot, but he just reduced her. So then she was in Vanity Fair, and she said he was, what do you call it? Not whining and dining, but he was working her a little because he kept complimenting her. And she's like, why is he doing this? And then boom, he was running. And she's like, oh no. Because she knew she had an interview, and she goes, I will never hate you, but I will never love you. That's not my job.
Yeah.
Well, he's now picking on her again. But you know what changed?
He's a manipulator.
But let me tell you the change. This time when I read the blog, they were ripping him, saying, stop it, buddy. It's not funny anymore. See, they're over it. So that's why I said he needs to get over it this year. If he wants to keep in this game, example, if someone else wins Iowa and New Hampshire, how will he handle it?
Right.
Is he just going to say, let me become him, you stupid idiots in Iowa, you don't know what you're doing, you're so stupid. He does that, and it could be a real problem. So let's just see how he handles it. But if you're healthy, coming from a healthy place, and again, he may surprise us, I'm giving him that.
Right.
I know, I'm being charming. I know, the 8 was never going to buy that. The 8 personal year, it's like, quit, just stop it, Glynis. Well, I have no choice, but here we go. 2 means sensitive, and I said you're in a cycle of 2, so am I. We're going to feel the truth more than ever, so we have to protect ourselves. You know, you have to make sure you're spending time with quality people, not people who take advantage,
I'm
right?
really trying, yeah.
But it's about boundaries. It's like, you know, I may love that person, but they drain me. You can't do that in a cycle of 2. But if you trust your intuition, it will not fail you. And cycle of 3, if you're in a cycle of 3 and you're normally really intense, and it's humor. It's time to laugh again. So 3 means getting in touch with the
so
inner
healing.
child. It's really lovely. And it's being playful.
And what's 4?
4 is seeking knowledge, learning something new. If you don't know something, pick up a book and educate yourself, and you'll feel alive again.
And 5?
5 means no dull moments. I say be a moving target, like go on trips, get out of your regular town. Don't stay stuck in your job. I don't care if you haven't traveled a long time, get away and play. Cycle of 6, time to get married. If you wanted to get married, time to have a baby if you want to have a baby. It's all about family.
Ooh.
And also moving. You could move and not regret it. Cycle of 7, faith, test of faith. Getting to the point where you go, let go and let God. Stop.
That's so important for
It
all of
is.
us.
I know, but 7, when you're in that cycle, it's hard. But you know what I love about the 7th cycle? You do observe things. You see things differently. Like you're not, like you and me. If we were in a cycle of 7, as much as we communicate, we'd be watching more than speaking.
Listening.
We'd just see it all for the
We'd be
like
listening.
stepping outside and seeing it. That's the 7. It's a blessing. Nature's their best friend. Ocean, mountains, plants, flowers. The more they're with nature, the happier they'll be in that cycle. Cycle of 8. We talked about it. Money.
Money.
Money. Work on the financial side, but also watch out for the back and the neck. Anything that hurts. Cycle of 9. That's your cycle. Well, actually, you're a 9 life path in a 9 personal year world number. It's clearing space for new beginnings.
It is.
And you know what else it
Very
is?
new beginning.
Here's something. If 9, okay, 1 is the beginning in numerology because the numbers are 1 through 9. 1 is the beginning, 9 is the end. That means 1's try to win, The 9 already won. So you don't compete with others. You're like, no, I'm going to be my best self, and I want you to be your best self.
I really feel that from the bottom of my heart.
Well, guess what? Cycle of 9 means the more you give out there, the better you're going to feel. Not just, I'm like inside, you will be fulfilled by it. And I'm going to give you famous examples that are 9s. Now, I don't know if her head's going to make it out of here when I give you these names. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mother Teresa,
Oh, gee.
Yogananda.
She didn't wear a stitch of makeup.
Well, honey, she had other numbers
Wait,
for that.
Yoga?
Yogananda.
You're kidding.
No, and Gandhi.
Gandhi?
I'm not kidding. These are the most beautiful
Wow.
people in the world. But what they were is living in the nth degree of it, right? This was their life purpose, to teach us to be more giving and more compassionate. Well, this year, the more you do that out there in the world, no matter what your cycle, the better you're going to feel. And it'll come back to you. It always does.
I believe that in life.
It really
That
does.
What goes around comes around, and there's not. It's so much more fun to give than to receive. I mean, that sounds cliche, but I really mean it.
And I'd say that's your 9 talking,
It's true.
right? Because the 9 loves it. Now, I
yeah.
will say this, because some people are so comfortable taking, you're making a mistake, because just taking is so not fulfilling. When you give, it is the ocean. It will come and go. You know, when you're freaking out about money, you should look at the water again. Look
Right.
at the vast ocean and then watch that water come in and go out. Come in and go out. Because if you hang on too tight, you'll pay for that. You will
Right.
suffer. And I got to give you my famous example, Martha Stewart.
Oh.
Martha, 8 life path. Martha was raised in poverty. So what we learn early on is what we hang on to, right? We have to overcome it. She was so afraid she had no money that when she finally had a ton of money, she couldn't feel it. She couldn't feel her wealth. So when they said, you're losing money. Remember the whole tip that happened, and she wound up in
out.
prison. All she heard is, you're losing your money.
And, you're
And
gonna
as a
be poor
result,
again.
yes, and she wound up in prison. But if you'll notice, remember I said 8s can seem cold? And I should go back to Hillary for a moment. Everyone who knows Hillary says, you don't know Hillary. She's an angel. She's this. She's fun. Remember they always say that? It's her job to overcome that 8 energy, because it's the appearance, but she's really a 3, which is laughter and communication. So going back to Martha, notice that when she served time, she was more popular than ever when she got
She
out.
was.
You know why? Because we all felt horrible for her.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Well, okay, so, all right. You have books.
Yes, I do.
How do people reach you?
Okay, here's
what's
how it goes.
And do you privates? You do
I
private
do
sessions?
private readings.
You got to call this
But you
woman.
must be naked and good
Oh,
looking.
no. She's
Oh, I'm
joking.
sorry.
She's joking.
Psychically speaking. I love you, Char. You're like, wait, no, believe me.
She's joking. She's a comedian. She is.
That's true. I'm double 3,
She is-
triple D.
yeah.
I always pick the kids up. Can we get them on the camera?
Oh, my goodness, you're crazy.
Okay, let me tell you.
How do we get you?
Numberslady.com. If they go to my website,
Numberslady.com. It's on the screen.
Numberslady.com.
Got it.
What they can do, first of all, there's a fact on the menu bar. It says fact sheet. It tells you how to do everything with me. If you
Okay.
want to book me, if you want to get a reading, if you're doing corporate counseling, which I
Mm-hmm.
love to do, but also my tools are invaluable. The money CD, you know about that?
I know.
You do it daily.
It's-
It'll flip that financial side, which, by the way, it's a gift from me to you, Missy.
Wow.
Oh, it's done. You're going to get this, but you promise me you do it daily and you're going to see a shift in that
I-
financial side. But I do affirmations to heal the
I
body.
want one of those.
Affirmations for love. That's the one I'm giving you.
Oh, you are? You're the 6th person. Oh, God, I'm in for it. Okay.
But I'm telling you know why?
Why?
Because it doesn't just attract love for a relationship. It's everyone's loving.
Oh, that's good.
Because
we love
when
that.
you put your heart out there, remember I said when people can be negative, it's not amusing. And because we're healers, it's more hurtful.
Can I
you know?
just say one thing that I feel about you? May I say something?
Sure.
I feel like you have a new business opportunity coming this year. Did you already start it? Are you in the process?
Don't quit your day job because you're dead
Okay.
right.
Yeah, and
Yes, I
but I
did.
feel like
What
it's,
about
it's
it?
something that's going to bring money to you.
Yeah, it's big.
It's big and it's bringing money.
Yes.
And it's not just out in the public, it's like a financial business thingy.
It's a really good thing.
It
and
is.
and it's an opportunity to kick it to another level.
it
and it
is.
is happening this year. You are correct.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for you because you've worked really hard and you deserve it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
again, going back to what I say, when someone goes negative about money, I want to talk about that. "Oh, I don't care about money." I'm
Be
like,
careful of what you sign, though, on the dotted lines.
Well, that's why I'm not signing the
You've got to be very
contract.
careful because you need a good attorney
to look it through.
to look, because somebody's trying to, and you might regret afterwards because you go, oh, this is like a really big deal and a good deal, but then down the road when you're more successful,
It's
you're
going to be upsetting.
Oh yeah, I don't want you to own me.
And
not your bitch.
Right. And so what I would say, the contract says it's not exclusive, but at the same time, I don't want to sign it yet because I feel like I need legal eyes on it.
Be really careful with this.
But going back to money for a moment, when people say, I don't care, I'm like, you know what? God put you on a planet that costs money, so you need to manifest ways to make it. Like He has a plan for you.
Right.
But also, if you have extra, give it away. Give it to charity. Don't turn against money. And when they say money is the root of all evil, it was the love of money, not money itself. Money is a gift to give to others.
Right.
I know you're like me that way. We're ridiculous. Like, what can I do? I want to make you happy. Here's a gift.
Twofold.
We can't help ourselves, but that's our nature. But to turn against it and say, oh, I don't want to hear it. I believe in the American dream. I believe you can come here, have $1 and turn it into $1 million. And I say, bravo.
Oh,
bravo.
And we're going to end on that bravo.
Yeah.
Call my friend Glynis, get a reading, buy her CDs,
And the toll-free
manifest
number's
your own
online.
money.
Yes.
Find out your numbers. It's a whole world that we all need to learn more about. So will you come back?
Yes, of
Okay.
course. And I'll stay next door. I will sleep in a sleeping bag.
Thank you.
So I get the whole time.
No, we'll
Thank you.
you'll leave earlier next time.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing with me. I'm excited for you guys because next week we've got a great show, so don't miss it. And I love you. Thank you. Bye.